early Shiba Inu investors benefited greatly from the token, with many literally waking up one day to find out that they were now millionaires. One in particular stands out because of how little he spent and how much he got out of it. Keep watching this video to find out what all of that is about, and also to find out whether something like that could be happening soon. Disclaimer. Before we get into that though, there is some sobering news that we need to quickly get into. So we all know how bad 2022 has been for the crypto market. There have been scandals of fraud, crypto project collapse, and of course, price dumps. Unfortunately, Shiba Inu has not been able to escape any of that, and the last 24 hours saw the price of the token dump even further. The question though is why? Well, to be honest, experts do not really know, but it is most likely just the same as is happening with every other crypto on the market. It doesn't look like there is anything specific to SHIB that could have caused the drop in price, which should be comforting because it means that nothing is wrong with SHIB. It's just a crypto market thing that we hope will get better soon. Also, while SHIB dropped about 4%, Doge dropped by about 8%, so there's that. Now to the main news for today. When you hear that someone was able to turn $670 to 1.7 million, your first reaction might be disbelief, especially because of how proliferated scams are. But if you're being honest, there would also be some curiosity. You most likely want the deets about how they were able to achieve that feat, and maybe also how long it took, just in case it is something that you can replicate. Thankfully, the deets for the $670 to 1.7 million are readily available. The person who achieved this feat used to be a truck driver in the United States, and he happens to be just one in a number of people that became millionaires seemingly overnight after investing in SHIB. I say seemingly because while it might seem like it happened overnight, it actually took a bit of time, however short. The former truck driver invested $670 in Shiba Inu in 2020, at a time when the token had lots of zeros and so was really affordable. About 1 year after that, his $670 investment has grown to 1.7 million. And he didn't have to expend any effort. Understandably, after making such a huge profit, the man quit his job, tendering his resignation in May of 2021. In fact, his employer took to Twitter to confirm the resignation and congratulate the new millionaire. The employer's tweet reads, "One of my drivers left after investing $670 and earning $1.7 million in cryptocurrency. Good guy with children." Whatever the case, that will continue to enrage the bankers and attorneys who toil away for $500,000 a year. Something else that is understandable is the fact that the new millionaire decided to make his Twitter handle private for security reasons. Suddenly coming into that much money can really put a target on your back in this world that we live in. In fact, even the employer who talked about his employee quitting had to go private as well, because that connection puts a target on his back too. That said, the former truck driver is not the only one that has a tale like this. In 2021, especially, many people had a similar testimony. However, exactly how much people have made out of the token depends on a number of factors, including when they invested. Those who invested earlier made more, how much money they invested, and how long they held their tokens. That said, are the stories of hundreds of dollars to millions still possible? Well, probably not to that extent, at least not during this current crypto winter. However, there is still a significant possibility that people will make huge profits from their SHIB investments. I'm not just saying this, a number of experts actually believe it, and it looks like they are hanging this possibility on the launch of Shibarium. That is, that the launch of Shibarium could actually be the price catalyst that SHIB has been looking for. At this point, we all know what Shibarium is about and what role it is meant to play in the Shiba Inu ecosystem, so there's no need rehashing that. What we need to talk about though is that it looks like we are closer than ever to the launch of the Layer 2 platform. And this is really because the dev team has been dropping some subtle hints that could be hinting at the launch of Shibarium. The most recent hint was dropped by Shibtophius on Sunday, and it is actually a riddle. Here's what it says. Another riddle for people on this amazing Sunday for the community. Going to piggyback off the first. Hopefully this one gives more context. As the minutes to midnight draw near, time ticks away. For now, the sands in the hourglass keep flowing though. What am I? First off, do you have a solution to the riddle? If you do, you could take your chance in the comment section of this video and of Shibtophius' tweet as well. Meanwhile, a number of other people have been trying to take guesses as well. But really, because of how long it seems that we have been waiting for Shibarium, Many people just expect the answer to that riddle to be Shibarium somehow. Now, if it actually turns out that Shib is hinting at a Shibarium release, analysts say that a bullish run before the end of the year might be possible for Shib, and one of the reasons they have mentioned this is because Shibarium is supposed to have an inbuilt burn mechanism, and burns are absolutely necessary to the increase in value of a token. Granted, the community has been doing well regarding burns, but a lot of help is needed to actually cause a price pump, and Shibarium could provide that. Aside from having an inbuilt burn mechanism, it has been mentioned that the launch of Shibarium would provide holders the incentive that they need to burn Shib because it would allow for lower transaction fees. So you can see how it would be a great idea for Shibarium to be launched soon, and why the community has been clamoring for its release. Hopefully the wait will soon be over. Now for a quick look at the wider crypto market. But before we get into that, this channel has a daily giveaway of 100,000 Shib. For a chance to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment below #ShibaInu. Good luck! The former CEO of BitMEX, Arthur Hayes, just had something to say about Bitcoin. Apparently the worst seems to be over for Bitcoin, and that's because according to him, the largest, most irresponsible entities have sold all their Bitcoins. He mentions that everyone who could get bankrupt has gone bankrupt, and Hayes seems to think that this is good news. First off, if all the large entities have sold off their Bitcoin, it would mean that Bitcoin is not likely to have any more extreme price dips. That is, the market will be stable once again. But that's not the only prediction that Hayes has made. He also had this to say: I believe the US Treasury market will become dysfunctional at some point in 2023 due to the Fed's tightening monetary policies. At this point, I expect the Fed will turn the printer back on, and then boom shakalaka. Bitcoin and all other risk assets will spike higher. What do you think? While you're answering that, it looks like Elon Musk has found a way to get rid of scam bots forever. And it's not necessarily about anything that Musk said specifically. Of course, he actually said something about getting rid of the bots. But more than that, actual Twitter users have been mentioning that they have noticed a reduction in the number of scam bots responding to their posts on the platform. That said, as I just mentioned, Musk actually mentioned something about it. He talked about it on Twitter, mentioning that the team had found that there were just a few people behind the millions of bot accounts, and that the team had started to shut down the IP addresses of those accounts. He then went on to say that he is aware that the scammers would try to circumvent the IP address block, but his team is on top of things and would shut down the new accounts as they appear. Well, the bot takedown has been holding up so far, and in fact, a Bitcoin analyst decided to test things out, uploading a post to see if any bots would reply. At the time of recording this video, no bot has replied. Great, isn't it? With that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.